Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. We've got a new big leaguer talking today. This guy is absolutely huge. Don't want to piss him off. Aaron Judge. I wanted to throw Aaron up here because, well, one, again, he's kind of a quiet guy. Doesn't really say a whole lot. Seems like a great guy. But also, in 2017, when Jose Altuve won the AL MVP, he beat out Judge. And Judge gets asked about this, and so he has some interesting comments. So let's kind of go through some of the quotes that he had. First, starting off with just his thoughts on what happened here with the Astros and stealing signs. And he said, "The cheating thing was tough. I wasn't a fan of the punishment. I thought that was a little weak for a player-driven scheme, that no players involved got any punishments. And with Bellinger, man, I agree with a lot of the things he said. I don't want to get into the whole if Altuve stole the MVP or not. That really doesn't matter. That's over with. The biggest thing is that the next time I don't keep the vote so close. I got to go out there and win it outright, so there is no question." So takes a little bit of a jab at the commissioner, like pretty much every player has done. Then says, I'm not going to talk about the whole MVP thing. But then he thinks about it for a second, and then he's like, then he gets asked again about it, and he does. So he's directly asked about deleting a tweet that he had sent or that he had put up about Jose Altuve, congratulating him when he won the MVP. So we can't look back now because it's no longer there. But back when Altuve won, Judge put up a little tweet that said, congratulations, Jose, for winning the MVP. Now, Judge says, oh yeah, I took it down right when the story broke. Right when Mike Fiers came out and stated this was going on in 2017. And once I heard that, I was just sick to my stomach. I had a lot of respect for those guys and what they did. Especially what they did for the city of Houston and that organization, man. That team was in last place, and they drafted right, got the right players in there, and eventually got to the World Series. I had a lot of respect for them. Then to find out that it wasn't earned, they cheated, that didn't sit well with me. The post didn't mean the same anymore. So similar thoughts to a lot of the players talking about how the Astros didn't earn it and how he took his post down. So talks a little bit more about how things aren't right. He says, even thinking about, who it affected, it didn't only affect us with the Yankees, it affected the fans of the game and even other guys, the guys that lost their jobs because of it, guys that went to Houston and got beat up a little bit, or a lot, and never made it back to the big leagues. Another thing for me, you really can't tolerate that. For the guys that are going in, they're playing fair and square and get beat up a little bit, and they're out of a job because of it. That ain't right. So then he's asked about stripping the Astros of the 2017 World Series. And this has been, a lot of players have been coming out talking about how they need to be stripped, take it away. I don't know if anything's ever going to happen, but it just seems like this momentum is really building from players talking about taking the trophy back, taking it away, stripping them of their title. You heard the commissioner talk about a piece of metal, and that really pissed off some people, pissed off Justin Turner. And so more and more players are talking about this. And I don't know if this would ever push the commissioner to reevaluate what he did as far as not taking away the trophy. But let's see what Aaron Judge says. So he says, I just don't think it holds any value. You cheated and you didn't earn it. That's how I feel, that it wasn't earned. It wasn't earned. Playing the game right up until the end, we're competing. We're competitors. The biggest thing about competition is laying it all on the line, and whoever's the better player, better person, comes out on top. To know that another team had an advantage, nothing you could really guard against, I don't feel like that's earned. All right, so earned, lots of earned talk. I think it's important to look at what Judge feels in this topic because of that MVP race. And so he, not that he's involved more than other teams because, everyone was competing against, I shouldn't say everyone was competing for a World Series. There were some teams that probably weren't. But his team was competing against them for a World Series. And then he also got gypped out of an MVP, even though, with Altuve talking about how, and Correa, I guess, talking about how Altuve didn't cheat and he didn't want to use the trash can banging. And his numbers were actually better on the road. I don't know. It's tough to tell exactly how much he used the system. But still, it was there in Houston. Altuve was the MVP. he was there in Houston. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's all we have from Aaron Judge. Don't piss this guy off. Guy's the biggest human maybe I've ever seen. I'm hoping that he comes out this year and hits like 80 homers. If anyone could do it, he could do it. Guy's got a ton of talent, and he's a physical specimen. So, we'll see what happens. Good luck to Aaron Judge this year. That's all we got, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you to our patrons who support us on Patreon. We really appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the bell. All that good stuff. And we'll talk to you later.